Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Fran and today is another episode, I guess, of my stationery store visits vlogs. Today is especially exciting because we are in Japantown, San Francisco, visiting the Japan Center, also known as the Kinokuniya building. And there's a lot of shops here than just the one stationery shop, so I wanted to share a little bit about the history of this Japan Center. So Kinokuniya, I visited their counterpart down in Torrance. There's a previous video of that. But this San Francisco store actually opened in 1969, so they've been here for over 55 years, and they started off as just a tenant on the second floor, but I believe 10 years ago they expanded to basically be a tenant for a majority of the building, which is why you see their name on the front of the Japan Center building. But what's really fun is on the first floor is this store called Maido Stationery. They also have a location on the second floor. But before we go into that, I do have to share about this amazing bakery that Jacob and I love to visit when we're in town.
Right. Strawberry milk.
Strawberry milk.
And then for the pastries, I got garlic chive scone. And then an indomie croissant. And
Just
then
like a powder, right? Like a
indomie, apparently it is roasted soy. And then kalbichim croissant.
All right, so back to Maido on the first floor of the Japan Center. So they renovated in 2014, and this shop has a wider range of stationery, small shop items that would appeal to people of all ages. You could see they have sections for enamel pins, washi tapes, stationery sets, vinyl stickers. They also have an area of just rubber stamps and inks and colorful gel pens. And they also have a full wall of greeting cards, which to me is like that general stationery and gifts store feel. There's a whole second half of the store that I didn't explore because there were a lot of people there, but this place, even though the store itself can feel a little crowded, that's just a sign of just how much variety of things can be found in that store. So now Miles and I are headed up to the second floor, and you can see the Kinokuniya bookstore continues. And on this second floor, you have more options for food and Japan-themed shops. What I love to come here for is obviously Maido on the second floor. This Maido is the original Maido location. It's a lot smaller than the first floor location, but this is Maido Stationery. It's super unique because they specialize in what's called fine stationery. So as you walk through their storefront, you're going to see a few similar things to what they had downstairs, but a lot more variety in specific stationery items, like these cute little Sanrio pencil cases that I had to stop and look at. But then they have like specific notebook brands, sticker sheets, tape runners. They also have like pricier washi rolls, I think because they're more quality. They're likely imported from Japan, so this store also has a lot of imported Japanese goods as well as some local goods that all feed into that theme of finer stationery. So you can see here they have more rubber stamps, they have ones on the wooden block, and also those acrylic clear stamps that you would put on like an acrylic block. Sorry, not acrylic stamps, rubber stamps. And then they also have like specialized wrapping paper. They have fabrics and specific types of art supplies. If you paint, if you watercolor, if you do acrylic paint, if you do oil painting, they have origami paper. It's very, it's like those very niche hobbies. But I did find a little section in the back of like little blind boxes, which I thought was super cool. And then little keychains here and there. Like they waste no space in this storefront. Like every part of the wall has something that's really exciting. Then in this corner of the store, we have a great variety of different pen and pencil cases to fit whatever needs you have. And then this section here is all like California, San Francisco themed items. So if you are visiting from out of town, I would say this is my favorite part of the store. They have all these different magnets, vinyl stickers, enamel pens, and different types of stationery items that you could, I think there was like memo pads and like even plushies and tote bags. So that's a really exciting corner for visitors to the city. And then the other main wall of the store is going to be a bunch of notebooks and journals. So you have like the cutesy kawaii, you have the Leuchtturm, you have the moleskin, and then here is my other favorite section. This is all the traveler's notebook refills and leather covers that they have in stock. And then I spotted some Coffee Monsters Co. blotter paper up on the racks. And then continuing from that middle aisle of the store, you have your regular like gel pens, roller ball pens. This standing case here has fountain pens. But on the topic of fountain pens, next to their register, they have this larger case of all of the finest fountain pens that they stock. They've got some Pilot Vanishing Points in regular and decimo. They've got Sailor Pro Gear Slims. They've got Kavekos and Lamis and Platinum and other Pilot pens that you can ask to test. I don't know if they allow testing for every pen, but for every pen I've asked to test, they've allowed me to. They also have some affordable pens on top of the glass case. And then behind the register, they have a full wall of bottled inks. And they also have a swatch book that you can look through before committing to a bottled ink. So that's really exciting. But that's all the footage I have for today, friends. Let me know if you've visited Maido in San Francisco or if you plan on visiting anytime soon. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one, my friends. Bye!